Hello, my name is Angelique and this is Kinesiology Lab. Today we are going to be talking about twists. So the vertebrae of the torso is a collection of several bones sort of stacked on top of each other. And depending on where you are along the vertebral column, the bones are slightly different shapes. The difference in shape determines the type of movement that can happen at that particular joint. So in the lumbar spine, the low back, the bones are shaped in a certain way that gradually changes as you reach the mid-back or the thoracic, and then further changes as you get towards the cervical or the neck. Twists, because of these shapes of the bones, happen primarily in the thoracic or the mid-back, the mid-spine. As you get lower into the lumbar, the shapes of the bones of the vertebrae change and twisting becomes less and less possible. So I'm just going to give you the back view. If you're sitting here, let me see. Pelvis stays stable. Low back, minimal twist. The rotation is happening primarily from about T12 upward, right? And also in the neck. The neck can twist as well. Coming back to neutral. Twisting primarily from the base of the ribs up through the crown. If I try to twist beyond that limitation, I may pull the hip back with me to get the sense that I'm getting more range in my twist. But I'm actually losing foundation, letting the hip swivel to give me the illusion of going deeper into the twist. Maintain stability of the pelvis and let the twist happen where it's supposed to. If you start to let your hips move as you twist, the joints of the lumbar spine, the low back, in between those two mobile points can become strained, right? The upper part is moving, the lower part is moving, and this part that's more resistant in between gets pulled on. So it's important to maintain stability through your foundation. In seated twist, that would be the pelvis. In standing, it would be the pelvis through the legs. And isolate where the twist is happening just in the upper back space. So in a pose like Marichyasana C, make sure that you stay grounded through this sit bone. Keep the energy of that sit bone hugging forward and into the heel to stabilize your foundation so that the twist happens above, just in the thoracic or primarily in the thoracic spine, right? As you reach the limit of the twist there, avoid letting that hip start to follow you. This is where you can start to create issues in the lumbar or the sacral lumbar area, right, where the pelvis meets the low back. Anchor and stabilize here. Honor the limitation of that spiral available in the thoracic and do your work in that space. Avoid compromising foundation to give yourself the sense of twisting further. How this looks then, in a twisted spiral, standing triangle, setting up your foundation, the pelvis, as part of foundation, stays square over the feet. The twist happens in the upper body, right? So if I'm going to give foundational energy to my foundational hand, rotating the rib cage, keeping the pelvis stable, honor that limitation. If you start to go beyond that, the hip pulls forward, and now we're just affecting the hip joints, not actually getting deeper twist. Keep the pelvis square. Let the twist happen in the upper back. If anyone is having back pain in their twist, give your attention to this stabilization through the lower body and isolating the twist in the thoracic spine. In order to deepen the range of motion in your twist through the spine, also stabilizing that foundation will give you something to twist away from, deepening the range of motion between each joint of the upper back. Hopefully this is helpful for you in your twists. Be mindful as you twist, move on the breath, establish foundation first so that you can effectively and safely move into the dynamic aspects of the posture. Thank you very much. Have a good day.